Today is day 15 of my COVID-19 blog, and as well as being day 15 of my blog, it's also the first day of the third week of the 3-week lockdown, and I just can't believe how quickly the last 2 weeks have gone. They just seem to have completely flown by. Yesterday I was speaking to my dad on the phone, and my dad is a really positive person, and he usually gets me to see things from a different perspective and to see the positives in things. And he was telling me that, there are things that you've done that you might not have achieved if it wasn't for the lockdown. So yesterday, one of the things that I started to write version 2 of a book that I published last year called That's Not Right, My Life Living with Asperger's. And I started to write some new chapters about some of the things that I'd achieved since I'd written my first book. And, that's one thing that, I might not have done if it wasn't for the lockdown. Also, doing this blog, again, is something that I definitely wouldn't have done if it hadn't been for the lockdown. So my dad was getting me to think about the positives and think about all the things I'd achieved that maybe I might not have done because, not that I not wanted to do the things, but maybe I hadn't had the opportunity to do them, or possibly not even the time to do them. So some of the cleaning jobs I've been doing around the house, it's not that I haven't wanted to do them, it's just that I really haven't had time because my life's been so busy. Also, yesterday, I was speaking to my best friend via FaceTime, and it really got me thinking, because when I speak to my dad, we just speak via a normal phone call. When I speak to my aunt, as we do most days, we speak just via FaceTime, so just literally seeing each other's faces on the phone. But then when I spoke to my best friend yesterday, it felt like there was another added level on, because we started the phone call via FaceTime, looking at each other, and then she decided that she wanted to show me her living room and show me all the things she'd done in the room. So what she did was, my best friend, was she switched her camera around and then did a pan around her living room, showing me all the areas that she had cleaned and sorted. And then I did the same in my living room where I was talking to her from, because the living room, or the dining room, is the area where I do all of my work in. So I was showing her all the different areas of my dining room. And it really did give the phone call another dimension, and a sense that you were even more, it felt like you were even more with that person and in the room with them. So, when you're with them in real life, sitting with them, talking to someone, then you're not just constantly glued to their face. You're looking around the room, you're picking out things from the room and talking about them, you're showing them things. So when I was speaking to my best friend and she was showing me around her room, it really did feel even more so like I was actually with her in the room. And something else I've noticed over the past few weeks is how friendly people are. So for instance, the lady over the road, one of our neighbours, she went and got us a few things from the shop when she went out to get her groceries. And also, one of my friends from the squash club offered to get me and my nan and granddad a whole shop. So he offered, if we needed help getting groceries and food, that he would go out and do us a shop for us. So, people have been really friendly over the past few weeks. And I've also found that, I'm speaking to people that I might not have spoken to before, friends and family members. And my nan and granddad are noticing the same. And it's not that we haven't wanted to speak to our friends and family. It's just, as I've mentioned, we've been so busy with our lives, we just haven't had chance to really get in touch with them before. And, you've got to remember that life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about dancing in the rain.